And then our last slide here for today, we have the real types. So two real types. We have the floats and we have the doubles, and both of them are approximations. Okay, this is really important to remember. They represent floating point numbers, so they are approximations. So how we can convert an integer number variable to a fractional value? So here we have int a equals 3, b equals 5, or being assigned with 5. And here we have this fraction. So the way to transform is by multiplying that by 1. And here, please pay attention that we have the letter f. So this 1.0 would be double without the f, because since we have two types to represent real types, okay, so real numbers, the default in Java, it is the double. Every time that we need that we want to represent a float, we need to add the letter f at the end of the number. So here we declared float f, and we want to convert uh, the a to float, so we can multiply by 1.f. Sorry, 1.0f. The same way here, multiplying the b or both of the parts, or adjusting using the casting. Okay, so when we put the name of the type between parentheses here, this operation, it's called casting. Okay, and this code here, it is something that I really like. So here we have int a 5, and we have int b equals 2, and we know that let's say here, I'm going to do it directly. 5 over 2, we know that this result would be 2.5, but if we run this, we are going to have just the whole part. So the 2, it's ignoring the decimal part. So the real number 2.5, just we have 2. And here, of course, oh, sorry, it should be a over b, but that's the same. So here int results, we have a over b, and here we can put result, and running again, we'll have the same results. Okay, so 2, that's it. And this is because we are dividing two integer numbers and we are storing the results in a int. But what if I change this to float? And then I run again my code and I will have 2.0. Why this? Because since we are dividing int over int, the result of this will be also int. And it's like just doing the casting of this result to float. Okay, but this is not how it works. It's like this. So we have the division, and after the division, we have the casting. So I'm going to clear, run again, and that's it. We have 2.0. Okay, so the correct way So the correct way would be to do without the parentheses, and this means that before the division, I am doing this. I am first doing the cast of the variable a. So I am transforming this int a. I am transforming to a float, then dividing uh, per b. Okay, so it's like float a over b, and now we're going to have the result of 2.5. So let's check this. And that's it. We have 2.5. Okay. And it would be the same to do with the B, or even if we have here, let's say the float 2.0f, as we just said before, that when we are working with floats, we need to use the letter F. So now I don't need anymore to do the cast here, because one of the values is floats. So I am dividing here int over floats, so the result must be float. And that's it. So 2.5. Okay.